Hi, it's Sunday, February 21st, 2016, and it's around 7:20 p.m. in London, so 2:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the US. Yeah, I'll start out with gold today. Um, yeah, gold had a bit of consolidation last week. We did break down. Yeah, Monday and Tuesday the market came off, and we went all the way down to that 1190 level, which I talked about in my previous video, which was a Fibonacci retracement level, and it's rebounded pretty well off that level, and we got as high as 1240. I think it was on Thursday, and on Friday we closed around 1230. It got down towards 1226 towards the end of the day on the access market on Comex. What else? Yeah, as you can see, gold is in a consolidation period. I think we might have a few more days, or a week of consolidation, maybe between this 200 to 1200 to 1240 level. It's almost like there's a little flag which we've broken out of already. So I think, yeah, we're very near to retesting that 1264, 63.50 area, which was the high a couple of weeks ago. And I think gold's going to go up very quickly after we break through that level. Yeah, it just looks very positive to me. The other thing I wanted to talk about is Bitcoin. Bitcoin has had a very good move over the weekend. Bitcoin trades every day, 7 days a week, 24/7. And yeah, in the last couple of weeks, we've traded back above 400. There was that, drop in Bitcoin earlier in the year due to some comment by, I forgot the guy's name. He joined the bank to help them build a blockchain, or a cryptocurrency, and he kind of said some things that affected Bitcoin, and we went down to like 370 area. But now, over the weekend, we've traded as high as 446 according to my chart here. And I think, if we break through 460, 465, we could see Bitcoin very, very quickly up to 500. The web bot is still looking for Bitcoin anywhere near 650, either way, above or below there. That's what the web bot is saying. So yeah, Bitcoin looking good. Gold still looking good. Silver is also looking good. I'd follow some of the mining shares, and they're doing fairly well as well, despite a slight correction on Friday. So now the other topic, and two topics really, and they're kind of related. Brexit, which is Britain exiting the European Union. Over the weekend, or late Friday, David Cameron came out and said that he had a deal to reform the EU, to convince the British people to vote not to leave the EU. And he also came out on Saturday and put on a date for the referendum, which will be June 23rd this year. It's a big thing, whether Britain should leave the European Union or not. So, and late Friday, the pound rallied quite a bit when the headline came out of Brussels that he'd reached an agreement with the other EU members, and the pound went up to like 144, I think. But over the weekend, things have changed. There's a lot of division in his cabinet. A lot of people, members of his cabinet, are voting for Britain to leave. And also Boris Johnson, who's the mayor of London and also an MP, he's come out today and said that he's going to campaign to leave the EU, and so that's pretty big because Boris Johnson is quite like an heir apparent, to the leadership of the Conservative Party. So there's a story here on Zero Hedge saying that, early Sunday, this is probably, the FX market, they open in New Zealand. So the pound is already dropped on Sunday over 120 pips. So we were around 144 and now it's back below 143. So that would be interesting to see when a bit later on, when it starts trading on on the futures markets, to see how the pound continues. It will probably get hit further. And the other subject I want to point out today is the pound, British pound versus the Australian dollar. So the cross. And usually don't look at Aussie, sterling Aussie. I have in the past. I have traded that in the past for myself. And, but one of the my subscribers asked me to give my view on sterling Aussie, and I'm looking at the chart here, this weekly chart, as you can see, going back to 2004, and the pound topped around 266 back in 2004, and then it was on a downward trend all the way, down to, below 160, around the I think it's just above the 140 level. So 1 pound was worth around 140 against the Aussie dollar. And looking since the beginning of 2013, that downward trend in the pound against the Aussie dollar, that's turned around, and we've rallied all the way up to 220. So the pound strengthened a lot, in the last 2.5 years or so against the up until late last year. It rallied quite a bit against the Aussie dollar, but it seems now to me that that rally is ended and we're going back down. And together with the Brexit situation, I would say that the pound will continue to go down against the Aussie dollar. And the other thing as well, the 220 level happened to be the 61.8% retracement of the whole move from to the high in 2004 to the low in 2013. So that was, as you can see in the chart, it's the exact, it hit that exact Fibonacci level. Now it's turning back down, and we've gone through the 50% retracement, which was at 205. And we're, my chart, the last price from Friday was 201.48. It probably is lower now with the Brexit situation, but we'll have to wait and see. So I would say the next target would be the 38.2% retracement, which is roughly around 191. And fundamentally, I guess, Australia's had a tough time the last 2 years with commodity prices coming down. The UK has kind of weathered that storm. The pound has been relatively strong against the commodity currencies, even though it's been weak against the dollar. But I think things have changed now, and it's turning. And I think the pound's gonna, accelerate its descent against the Aussie dollar. So yeah, I mean, short term, I haven't followed it too much, but I would say medium to long term, I would stay long Aussie, short sterling. And yeah, next target around 191. And there's a lot of other levels around, but yeah, it looks like the general direction is down for sterling against the Aussie dollar. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good end of the week, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.